Hello everyone, this is It Gaming and this is my rendition of Open Transport Tycoon Deluxe. So this is originally an older game on about 1990s, but now it is open sourced and yeah, it is free to use and you can download it on OpenTTD. You can Google it and you'll find the website to download this. Before I begin, I'm gonna show you my settings about the game that we are gonna do. Basically, this is what I make. This is I have inflation on and infrastructure maintenance on to make the game harder, and then I use the limitations that I'm changing this into 5,000 numbers of vehicles. Okay, and that's that. And then there are disaster, recessions, and normal number plane crashes and vehicle breakdowns. So yeah, that's that. Okay, so let us play. This is new game version and there are 4 landscape, but let's use the standard one, and 3 algorithm I make it none so we can see it clearly. Okay, so let's just start. So this is a game that based on logistical things. Basically you are an owner of a company and say this seat and my company is ship transport. Yeah, that's good. Okay, so we'll explore the mechanics as time passes by, but I usually turn off names and change it into color of industries because it is connected. How should we do it? I prefer starting from the edge of the map. Example like this one. And if you are unfamiliar with this OpenTTD, you can see the industry chain. You can choose and see what kind of transportation you need, and as you can see there are color coded, so it is really easy to understand. So you can see my target is coal. Why coal? Simply because coal has highest cargo burn rates if you compare it than other types. As you can see, this is coal, these gray lines, upper gray lines, and this has the best weight. The coal is a single stop, so you don't need any chain. Okay, if you can see, this coal mine only needs 1, while the other industry needs some kind of 2, 3, and I forgot about this one, goods, factory created goods, and you need a lot of them. So yeah, it's a little bit complicated, but the coal is simple. So the target is that we are survive till 2050, about 100 years, a day, a second. So yeah. First I'm gonna use train because I love trains and it is efficient. So for coal you need this. I usually put it 3 because it is a default mode, and don't forget the depot where we create the train. Then I'm gonna make a line about this. Yep. Okay, so let us see the option that we have. Simply just use the best because it will make you a better profit, and just don't be shy. And for this one grid there are 2 vehicles, 2 cargo space. So if you make this station as 3 place, you need 5. make this one 6 because this is one grid, this is second grid, third grid, like that. And so we need to put a schedule on the train. This is one, then press go to and click this one and you click full load, because if you don't full load it will go wandering and don't give a chance to do a full load. If you do full load it will be beneficial for you because the train will wait, like this one. And as you can see, if you click the industry, you can see this is the number of tons created for 1 month, exactly 1 month. So if you see that there is the total cargo is 150 tons, so it will need about a month to load. It seems pretty unrealistic, but that's how the time schedule on OpenTTD done. So while we're waiting, let us create another one, since we can find this pretty easy. Oops, pretty easy. And if you notice, there are a lot of mechanics that you can use, like there are roads, there are streetcar, but that's for later, and there are docks and airports. And the target is to be the reigning champion, should you say that, till 2050. You'll see later, but our target is to reach about 10 billion of money before 2050, which is pretty hard, but that's fine. Okay, now let us explore the mechanics. There are a lot of signal, but I'm gonna do this basic one instead because it is simpler to use. Basically, each of this line will have one train. Okay, start. Yes, this one has one train, and as you can see, this kind of shapes, like this one example, you can have from both sides, which means if you put it this way, you can put it on both sides. But if you click this, it will be on accessible only from this side. And contrary wise, if you click that again, this will only available from that side. So these two signal means the train can go two sides. And look at this, when you use this, when the train goes here, this goes red. That's simply means that this train, whenever they come here to unload, it will get stopped here till this train are back to this main side when there is a line here. Okay, but that's just the basic. We'll explore it further. And as you can see, let us see the company, and we got about 15,000, and that is not much, but you'll see that we'll get a better option of trains and etc. soon. Okay, now let's look at the option provided here. Okay, so I think I'm gonna wait. What's wrong? Okay, so basically now I'm gonna put this one on that, and as you can see now the name of station has these two. This has two symbols, one for trains and one for truck, which means we can use trucks. This bus station is only for passenger, and if you want to transport goods, you use truck. I use these lines because this is simpler, and you'll see the mechanics later on. But yeah, let's just put it here for now. And yes, oops, we'll do this and we'll put it here. Okay, so basically now we'll have to create coal. We don't have any money, but we can always borrow because the bank is very nice on this one. The interest rate is not too high if you consistently create the income producing vehicle, so not wasting it on any other things. Okay, now the convenience of this open source TTD is you can copy this. If you copy this one, this road vehicle 2, you'll see that they copy the go-to list. So yeah, you copy the order. So I'm just gonna create 6 and click this green to make them move forward. Yep, and as you can see, it's getting on. Yeah, so that's it. The main purpose is to get as much money as you want, and of course when there is any AI or the list of AI, you can see it. Okay, no, I forgot to put the AI, so let's just put this. I'm gonna put it random. I have downloaded it and simple, and you can see these differences of AI will make AI have different behavior. So I'm gonna put maybe 5, so it's not lagging. Yep. So we actually have a start about, wait, I forgot, but actually the human player have start earlier than the AI, so yeah, it doesn't make any difference. So yep, let's just focus on creating more and more, because the only thing make you success in this game is how you create more and more and not stopping. So this is also the mechanics that are available, which you can put station near to each other, and that is the mechanics you cannot find on the vanilla, because the vanilla doesn't allow you to have different stations near to each other. Okay, so let's just do this as always. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, if you look at this one, this is the number of length. Okay, so this is 3 grid. So yeah, wait, I'm gonna stop the auto save to 12 months because it is really disturbing. Okay, let's put it, save this one again. Okay, now yep, it is done pretty well, and yep, it's good. And when I explain to you, I make the property maintenance on, it will reduce and make our finance realistic. If you click the infrastructure, there are the need of maintenance that I need to pay for every year, and you'll see how difficult it will make our lives be, because the more we build, the more we pay. And yeah, you can see it when I'm creating an airport soon, because airport takes about $1 million, yep, 1 million, 2 million a year. So yeah, you can see it's very difficult. Now I'm gonna still transporting coal this way, but although we have this one here, I'm gonna transport it to here because I love centralized thing, and it seems it will make more profit because of the length you have to take till your destination. So yeah, I do hope it affect, but I don't think it affect us that much, but that's fine. Okay, if you press Control, will make this mechanics to remove. So if you accidentally build like this, you can use Control, so this become red, and you remove this. Yeah, forgot. That's pretty convenient. Okay, for this one, I'm just gonna create that. Yeah, because I don't know how important mechanics to near that soon, so I'm gonna make a separate things first. Okay, I'm gonna create this one. Oops, we don't have money. Let us borrow because the bank is nice. Okay. It's going pretty good. We get 100,000, and just don't stop. If you play this game, just don't stop and settle on one only. Okay, now we got this one. Oops, I'm sorry. If you press Control, I think you can do this. Yep, you can do that. Okay, so okay, if you want to understand the mechanics more, there are options available to cover area highlights, which means this station will cover the industrial things that near them. So as you can see this, there are blue lines, blue grid that explain how it accepts and supplies mechanism work. So yeah. But the simpler thing for me is just build closer towards the industry, and it is pretty simple. Okay, it is doing pretty well. We find a lot of coal. This is coal. I'm gonna make another one. Yeah, if you play this game, just don't stop and don't settle. Okay, so there are actually a lot of game mechanics like this one. This is at 800, which allow us to pass through the mountains. It is really efficient because it removes the movement penalties needed for this type of height, because this difference in height will make our vehicle slower, like this one. This downside will make this vehicle faster, but if you can see when it is up, it reduces about 12 km/h, which is almost a quarter of this vehicle speed. So yeah, that's why it is actually better to do this tunnel, but I'm not using that because the property maintenance is on, and the tunnel will have a higher maintenance rates. Okay, we don't have money. Let's just borrow then. Okay, let us use the landscaping for the first time. Because I'm a purist, I don't usually like to change the landscape except for different things. Okay, let's just copy this here and just copy this to here, make this one. Yep. Okay, now I'm gonna also introduce you the mechanics that are really different from vanilla version, which is the edge building. If you can see, if you put a station like this one, it is pretty much standard because it is flat. But using the OpenTTD version, you can make a station, although it has a slope. This one, this feature actually doesn't work in vanilla, and that is why I prefer, in this game, I prefer like using this and not using too much landscaping like this, of course, because it doesn't affect anything. Like this one, I can easily copy and pasting, and yeah, that's really simple. So that's it. That's what's make our life easier. Okay, now let us invest on this town. My opinion, passenger is the best way of creating money, because for the long term the town will grow. Like this one, you have population of about 1700, while this one has 700, and as you can see, this is stated town is not growing. The more passenger we deliver, and so as you can see, the number of passenger will rise, and it will make your life easier. So yeah, I'm gonna do some mechanics about transporting passenger, which will improve improve the town and such a long-term investment. So I'm gonna try to build a mechanics which is really different from the others. Basically, I'm using this path signal. Okay, the difference is that this path signal will allow train move forward when there is a path available. So it is pretty much different than this one. If you use both of these signal, when the train comes from here, although I have this space, the train will not come out because the signal is not allows them to be. It's simply that. But using this one, we can have a more a dynamic approach about how our train behaves. So yeah, let's try. Yeah, let's just try it. Okay, I'm gonna do this because I wanted to be here. Okay, and now I'm gonna do what I call as intersection, which I'm gonna put here as intersection. So I'm gonna always remember that this is an intersection, and basically intersection is where the trains, I guess, yeah, where the trains and the tracks are intersect from each other. And you'll see why I'm using that modules, because I'm trying to build a scalable design. Yeah, I'm gonna try to build a scalable design of this one. Okay, now I'm gonna assign this an intersection also, and also I'm gonna do this as intersection. Okay, it will seem so much to you probably, but getting hang of it, everything will be answered. Okay, so there is a reason I put 4. If you see this is a 4, and this allows us to drag and give sign every 4 grid 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and Y is 4 because our train is 3 grid, so it will not make it how you say it, slower perhaps. So yeah, okay, we already got this one. Yep, okay, that's fine. Okay, now let us see the mechanics. If you do this one, do this kind of mechanics, it will allow you to have 2 or more trains in one single network. So I'm just gonna try to go to this and go to there, and I'm not gonna full load because for passenger it is faster to just not do full load. Yeah, believe me. So yeah, dude, trust me. Okay, and I'm gonna use train. Okay, look, if you look at this, the train is actually moving. If you use this type of signal, it won't do much. Okay, it will not allow the train to move. And if you can see, this train is actually on pursuit to each other, and you'll see the mechanics I mentioned above through this one. And yeah, let us just wait for it. Oh, I think I'm gonna delete this. Okay, to see the mechanics. Okay, this is the mechanics. If this train goes, wait, if this train goes, okay, wait, as you can see, the train will move to here. If you use a regular signal, it won't happen because the signal simply not allows it. Okay, so to make things balance, I'm gonna full load this one from Hippowood, and this is Scrambled to full load, so you get a balance, that one train waiting to full load on the other end, etc. And yeah, well, that's that. Okay, I'm gonna save the gameplay. Yes, definitely. Okay, now it is getting pretty good. And if you see the color that I'm here all the time, and yeah, okay, yep, I can do this. Oh wait, no. Okay, 1, 2, 3. I like to count things, so well, actually I need this one. Okay, let's just look at this one. Nope, oh my god, I forgot, there's this one. Okay, I'm just doing this instead. Yep. Okay, that's the mechanics. Then I'm gonna create this one. 5 cities, go to full load. Yes. Okay, now, yep. Okay, let us look at the network of passenger train. Yep, it's going pretty well. The ratings are pretty good. Better ratings means faster production of supply. Okay, so have played for 2 years, and if you can see that the profit is quadrupled. From the first year is 100,000 and this is the 400,000. So yeah, it is an improvement, and you can see that there is a new AI, and this gonna bunk soon because the property maintenance will be amazingly insane if you see this. Okay, so I think that's all from now. I'm gonna end this video for today. At least we have covered all the basic mechanics and few kind of vehicles to make us better at the game. So yeah, wait, I forgot one thing. I'm gonna create this HQ fan settings, yes, on the scramble board. Okay, so I think that's that for today. We're gonna see it soon on the next episode, and this is It Gaming. Thank you for